about a perfect wide body. Look at that. That is sexy as hell. I have not seen a car that has probably more than about 280 horsepower in quite a while, except for some Genesises. Beautiful 911, looks like a 991. So I've never been a huge Porsche fan, but holy crap, that looks amazing. With like 325 tires probably. Flat 6, what, 3.6, 3.8, 3.4, something like that in the back. 380 horse, 400. I don't even know. I don't know if that's a turbo or what. I don't know if you can tell from the back. I always tell by the rear fender if it has the vent behind the door, which I can't see from here. Oh, I want one now. Yeah, it still doesn't sound good. You had to stop there for a minute. It just sounds like an air conditioner. I don't know if there's ever been a Porsche that really has a sound to it. License plate's Illinois, it says just one. And it just says Porsche on the back. It doesn't say Turbo or Carrera or any of that. Hello vlog. I think I started one today. Maybe not. Anyway, it's Monday. Welcome to the work week. I've been out here playing with bolts since that order came in this past week. I thought, why not get started with putting a couple things in the car. It's above 40 degrees in here. It's about 45. My hands aren't cold. I'm taking you off the tripod right now, or at least attempting to. This camera's heavy. Flip the screen around. Okay, so I just did an E39 source video on plenum removal, gasket replacement, stud and bolt replacement. We also have a new M badge on there, so things are looking real fresh up in here. Love the way the hardware looks. Actually, the bolt is a little different. It's more squared off. It looks fresher. Everything looks good though. So I put everything back together. We cleaned up a little bit. And that's done. So all the studs and bolts are now torqued to spec. I had to run over to Harbor Freight and pick up a inch-pound torque wrench, and then we had to put that down to 44¼ inch-pounds. So it is perfectly stock and right and how it should be, and that's what I like. So I think I'm gonna get that nav frame now and put that in because I still have some energy and it's not even 5 o'clock yet. So we're gonna do that. Probably not play with those pedals for a little while, but I'm happy with that. It looks great. Got the nav frame installed. Took about 30 seconds. I did have to take off this center finisher here, so that maybe took a little longer than 30 seconds, but things in front of my screen. It was that side over there that had some scratches on it, and now they are no more. So I'm happy with that. Remembering what an actual stereo with bass sounds like here in the M5. In fact, I had it down below half for a little bit because it was too much. I'm used to the 3 Series, which has subs, but not like this. So I've kind of put everything in from my last order with the exception of the pedals. And I just have poor lighting, the ground is freezing. It would be a miserable job, I think, to try to do that now. Hello, welcome back. It's 2:20, so it's been a pretty busy day. Got up this morning, had to go and drop my grandparents, or actually take them to their tax attorney in Akron. We drove down there. It was a bitch to find the place. We had to do a couple U-turns. They had it off of Grant Street. You can see the building from Grant Street, but the parking lot was on some other street. So I pull into this parking lot to turn the car around. I'm facing downhill in the Genesis. Pull in, try to reverse out. So I would be reversing downhill. I guess I was facing uphill. And it took me about 10 minutes to get that car out of the stuck snow. It is horrible in snow. It's an open differential, which means that only one of the wheels is spinning. So I had to kill the traction system. Thank God it has a button to do that. I couldn't get it rocking. None of us had boots out to get out and push. I'm not going to ask my 89-and-a-half-year-old grandfather to push his 4,000-pound luxury car. So we ended up turning off the traction control and hoofing it to $5 for 40 seconds, and it just burned enough of the snow out of there. I was able to start rocking it back and forth and get it out. It was just pathetic, though. I'm so used to the XI and its superb capability and all weather, but man, that was bad. So we did that, had lunch at Panera, came back here. I spent about 3 hours working on the car. I had to go over to Harbor Freight, get the inch-pound torque wrench for 20 bucks, so I did that. Did that job. I think I filmed a little bit on the T5 earlier today. Happy with that. Everything's done. Got the nav frame in. Didn't do the pedals. Covered the car back up. Came inside. I have an essay due Wednesday about this book that
we read, and then we have to compare it to a movie and contemporary reviews. It's going to be a big project I haven't started yet, so I watched that movie tonight. I've got to source my reviews and then build a 4-page paper or something due Wednesday. I'll probably work on that tomorrow most of the day. Listened to my marketing class online, had some fish for dinner. Kenan came over, we watched Better Call Saul, and then we watched some House of Cards. He just left a little bit ago, so I'm going to head up, take a shower here in a few minutes, wrap up the day. Something else, I've got an exam to do this week. I have an HR forum to go to tomorrow, or Wednesday night. Cavs tomorrow against the Celtics. That game on Sunday, was it Sunday? Sunday night against Houston. I didn't touch on it. There were a couple fights during the game. It was really heated between MVP nominee LeBron James and from Houston Rockets, James Harden. They got into a little bit. In fact, today, James Harden was, he's been suspended for 1 game because he kicked LeBron James, so that's no good. Yeah, so he's suspended. We ended up losing the game in overtime. I mentioned that, but anyway, so that's what's going on with that. I'm talking to Hassan on iMessage, and that's it. I'm tired. So I'm going to go up, get to bed. I will talk to you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. I've got an online accounting class and all that other crap. I've got to write the paper and do the accounting homework, and it's going to be a academic busy day. And it's supposed to rain. 40 degrees, rain, it's going to freeze and then warm up to 40, and it's going to be a huge mess. So, all right, good night.